Hey, here's another ADHD tip from experience is a way to embrace our brains is instead of being like, okay, I only have to clean for 20 minutes and setting a timer and being like clean for 20 minutes, what I've started doing and it's working, so hopefully it helps, is I'm like condensing that time, like condensing it into, linear time and saying, okay, set timer for 20 minutes. How can I make this as enjoyable as possible during that 20 minutes? So, really taking our superpower of hyper focusing, but hyper focusing into that 20 minutes. And so, for me, especially being like a single mom and stuff, it's like if I can multitask in a non stressful way. So, like, the fan is going for 20 minutes. Okay, so while that's kind of working, like that's doing something, I set a timer, that's very important, and I turn on happy music, and I said, all you have to do in the next 20 minutes is make your bed. Well, it turns out it doesn't take 20 minutes to make your bed. But because I took all the pressure off, but had a very specific task I knew I could do, like, I swear, then because the timer was still going, it was like, what else could I do? And so I just like meandered and I actually got more cleared off. You know what I mean? Like you end up making, I'm calling it like incidental progress, which is exciting because then you start to see, I can not only get a lot done in 20 minutes, but if I do it in this way, it's not also going to feel like a race, like a activate my like anxiety. It can actually just be pleasant and fun. And like I was dancing as I was like making the bed. But my point is that in linear time, the whole thing took 20 minutes. But I could have, if you had me estimate it, I would be like, that was 2 hours. Like, I don't know. But I'm learning how to use that to my benefit of like these, and I had a water. So I literally like let myself drink water. Because remember, the only task I had to get done or I would like to do is work on making the bed for 20 minutes. So when you lower the demand to something that's useful and like you want to do, but like you can do it, it just opened up. I always think of like almost like a flower, and like when you press it down, it's under stress, but when you let it blossom, when you let it grow. So, anyway, just speaking from my heart. Love you guys. Hope this helps.